Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Violet Hausthor, joined this week by Paul Wallen and Mark Ramone. You just heard 1137 by Sapling. Before that, 5 Minutes by Vita Rose. And starting off that block, What Do You Want to Know by Goodnight Moonshine. Let's start with Sapling out of Worcester, Massachusetts. 1137, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so punk. It's got some really unique punk sensibilities while still not like going quite as distorted, quite as intense as punk sometimes does. It's very art rock adjacent, but
Yes.
still with those very strict punk sensibilities. And
This
that
is
chorus.
Oh, make your idols cry, make your
I
idols
love
cry.
it. I love it.
This is one of those bands that I fell in love with at first listen. I can't wait to see them live. And they're playing on May 7th at the Starlight in Southbridge, Massachusetts. I'm going to be there.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Before
and apparently this track was actually written as a reaction to the passing of the Foo Fighters drummer, Taylor Hawkins, which is really cool.
Yeah, that inspired many songs, I bet.
Yeah, for sure.
And before that, we had Vita Rose, aka Victoria Rose Tetro, with 5 Minutes.
This is my God.
Good alt rock.
Oh, it's perfect.
Out of Connecticut, Enfield and Stonington.
And yeah. I know she's lived in Northampton and Springfield too. She's been all over the Western New England.
This track is so good though. It's just so good. It has such fun hooks. It's so delightfully 80s in some of its sensibilities, but then it takes that forward into the 2000s and it takes it forward again into the modern era. Like, it's awesome, like alt from across the last 40 years all merged together into its own thing. And I just love those electronic drums getting thrown in on the verses and how they sort of merge into the live drums and the chorus. I really like this track. It's really cool, really well done.
You got to watch the video if you haven't.
It's delightful.
You can tell she's having so much fun making the video that, it's a joy to watch as well. And kind of has that throwback feel to the 80s to it as well. I loved it.
It's so good.
Yeah. And what do you want to say about this Goodnight Moonshine song? What do you want to know?
Well, what do you want to know? I just, I love Molly Venter, and she's such an empowered woman and writes such great songs. This is her duo with her husband, Eben Pariser, who's from the band Roosevelt Dime, and Molly used to be in a band called Red Molly out of New Haven, Connecticut, and just beautiful song. I love her. I love Molly's confidence. It's just so sexy.
Yeah, there's a very distinct sensuality about how this song holds itself. It's really smart in that way. Like, there's a clear message, and at the same time, it's delivered in this very smart way that sort of matches the lyrical content. Like, it knows what it is, and every part of the song and every part of the delivery is leaning towards that.
Yeah.
I recently saw Goodnight Moonshine down at the Kate in Old Saybrook, and opening for Goodnight Moonshine was Steve Rogers, who we all know, who's on the Essential Western New England Songbook, and performing with Steve Rogers on Cajon was Ponybird, who's also in the Essential Western New England Songbook, and in the audience was Natalie Hamilton, who's also in the Essential Western New England Songbook. So all three of them were in the Essential Western New England Songbook.
Wild night.
Good times. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, well, thanks for visiting with us, and hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. I'm Paul Wallen, and I'm here this week with Violet Hausthor and Mark Ramone. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances.
If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate your making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor.
And if you're a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. And join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. Until then, please stay safe and keep
On
rockin'. Let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.